Yo, salut à tous et bienvenue dans la suite de ce Let's Play The Outer Worlds, Perfect Edition. Donc on va continuer sans plus attendre. Alors on m'a demandé d'aller vérifier ici.
You're a deft hand for the mag tech.
Bon bah j'aurais pu le faire avant de déco au final. C'est pas très long. Apparemment c'est mal passé par ici. Mais il y a une brute de Sublight, est-ce qu'il serait pas mêlé à tout ça? Ensuite, la prochaine étape c'est de... Si j'ai pas de mission entre-temps, ce sera de simplement faire la quête compagnon.
That's the last of them.
établi. Ouais, que j'ai à réparer.
Welcome back. You find anything out there? Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it, just like the one I found earlier. Captain, he gave them the gate codes. Watch it. That's our leader you're talking about. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always thank you for bringing this back, but I need some time. Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
May the eternal truth guide you.
Peut-être que j'allais voir le capitaine, justement.
Oh,
Better, worse.
yep. Nothing on this moon for nobody.
Oh, sure. Rap job. Back before the corpse went.
Running with a different partner these days. Thought the other...
Yeah, well, they did.
Yeah, I'm getting... Anyway, I had a herd of woolly cows back in them days. And I was a decent shot. She was better. I'm lucky to hit the broadside of a mannequin these days. It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own... Whoever said that must have been lying. Or maybe they... Look, you want to buy the drinks, I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. I can't repay... Alright, so... I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the Hot Pole. You know what that is? This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat. Monarch's hot. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcanoes so high the peaks are in space. O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse, though. Close your eyes, you can see right... The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I did get a burn on the low before I smartened up. Put a towel under me. It was at the edge of hearing. Deep down, far off. The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell. I don't like to tell that one sober. When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if her wings getting stretched.
Welcome. When I founded the Iconoclasts, I did so amidst the ghosts of this... Since then, many have asked me, why here? Were you involved in the massacre? My response to you is the same as to all others. The death of MSI was I did no such thing. Their deaths came in the night while Those ghosts still haunt me. But they needn't curse my people. Until then, it does us no good to dwell on past mistakes. If I were the type of man to make that decision, and I assure you I am not, I'd have to be... I have since learned that their mistakes will end them in time, and that we... But back then, suffocating under that oppressive culture, I can understand a lesser man than myself making a terrible, ghastly mistake. If MSI had abandoned this place and taken to Terra 2, any hope for... Here, without the shackles of the Halcyon board, we are free to grow as the universe intended. Had we fled with MSI, our spirits would have withered. You've seen that withering yourself. The colony is dying. The massacre of Amber Heights, unfortunate as it was, presented the slim possibility of saving the souls of Terra 2. Here we are, poised to do just that. If that's the case, they are free to say so. And I will take... For now, our sights must remain on spreading our... Welcome.
Pour une fois que c'est pas les corpos qui sont les plus méchants. Et peut-être un peu trop extrême dans son...
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Bon, on va aller faire la quête du vicaire une bonne fois pour toutes. En même temps de découvrir une nouvelle ville. Que j'ai vaguement exploré dans un épisode. Merde. Bon. Il y a plein de bizarres quand même sur cette planète.
Remember, Sublight is not responsible for any loss of property. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron. Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand? Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to... A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got Sublight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now. No reservation? No problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Check in with Ms. Malin. You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise. Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Take a gander at that mug.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a
I get the sense this fellow... Oh, now, come on. You don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink. Don't believe I did. No? Wink. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper... See? I know a fellow... Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carried. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit. I run my sprat carriers back and forth through the shipping tunnels near the wall. Good luck. And don't get any ideas about pilfering the drugs. Hit me. I won't even hit back. Wow. You're either an extremely important person or slated for a Either way, you'll find Miss Catherine Malin's. Ow! What was that for? No, I wouldn't dream of it. Ow! Oh, for the love of... I thought we were joking! If this swell... Please and thank you. Officially, I keep the books for Miss Malin, provide loans to the Bizant. Speaking of, might I interest you in a purchase? I'll give you a first-time discount. That's 5% off and a free drink at the ante-up. A shrewd decision. Here's your starter pack and your drink voucher. Right. Now, like I said, was that sarcasm? I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, my sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you...
What are you looking at?
I'll keep quiet.
Ouais, là c'est là où il y a le...
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. No rubbernecking. Make a buy?
Pas mal ça.
You shopping for Priya? If you bloody it, you buy it. Town sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clients. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? But now that you mention it, I reckon we got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye? It might be that you're right. But I got no reason to trust you with the truth, now do I? Ask me again if you're standing with Sublight and proves, and...
Il la faut absolument cette affiche.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Ah.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence. Some people, but no one in this office.
Obviously too common an ailment for insurance.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're run plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages. Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in... There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss. That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate... In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and... Usually character actors, or One thing's for sure, we're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of... Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch, but financially speaking, there are certain costs. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, so we can... We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive... Plus, Sublight keeps us...
Unexpected. But worker, you are
Hell of a job.
bypass that security system. What do you think you're doing? Suspicion levels minimal. On. stolen items will result in a... What do you think you're... This worker is entirely lawful.
Je perds tout mes points de répute ici.
You seen Arthur today?
Time I saw him was stars. I can't remember. Days.
You don't think he got crushed during a bridge class?
It was his team running that drop. Sure puts things into perspective.
Ouais.
No, but thank you. I'm quite alright as I am. Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. Don't suppose I could just ask you to steal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuit. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You...
Uh-huh. You blind? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout off? Only nugget of paradise in this
Crude but forthright.
Truthfully spoken. I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned... You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to But first I'll need to know... Well? I'm half listening. Funny. You don't look like one of Lilia's. Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. Alright, one of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board had... To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe. Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk. Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know, but it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board. Hold your thrust. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is... The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system? I shall leave the Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, the task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel...
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. Good. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars are Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory. owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch. Guess you've got it figured. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give... It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. May luck be with you.
Ok.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story? Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question... Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand? More than you can afford at this time. Bagged another one, did he? The anti-up's down... Here, have a pity swill, on me. Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer, too, from time... Who ain't these days? Everything runs through Ms. May.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils sont pas accueillants?
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Not so fast! What do you think you're doing? Fine, but I got an eye on you.
Bah, et puis t'as Bestro ici.
Imagine Fallbrook would be...
Cleaner? Fancier?
cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
Hey, I saw that! What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
What are you looking at?
Keep walking, Rung Leech. Ain't in the mood to chat.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Un peu la ville avant tout.
Incoming, Captain!
Don't kill me!
Oh là là. Faire ça vite fait.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
J'en ai fini ici.
What do you want?
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with... Now, where were we?
Wait! I know who can
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But forget it. This...
Wait, stop! Please. It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
I don't think so.
What? No!
Here they come!
Well done. We're still alive.
Moi, je m'en fous. Je m'amuse, moi. Je fais n'importe quoi.
I want to thank you for not interfering. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm. You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness. Thank you. Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say the way I see it, the universe was snapping me.
J'aurais pas dû le laisser tuer normalement, mais bon. Que veux-tu?
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it's.
Bon, alors il me reste quoi comme quête? L'homme creux, c'est sur Scylla, c'est pas pour maintenant. On va voir pour le roi des Sprats.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my sprat carriers. Just tell me straight and don't hold back. Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Ow! Damn it, that hurt. Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs.
Minnie Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here! Don't you run out that door! It's a cruel world outside!
Home we go.
Close the damn door! You'll let my sprats out! Damn it all! Now look what you've done! It'll take me ages. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder. Missing? Nope. Nope. Mine are all I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude. Day in, day out, they ran their little route, getting picked off along the way. What was I to do? Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become sprat food. You want to dig through sprat droppings? Be my guest. Get your drugs.
Et bah, on a fouillé dans de la merde de Sprat. On commence à avoir beaucoup de munitions.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Hit me. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Only problem is my sprat carrier. You're retrieving the lost goods for me. Sure. You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure fire delivery system. Works almost every time. 2 guesses I know exactly who. If Bertrand ain't already dead, he's about to be. As promised, your cut. Plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me...
Ok, donc ça c'est fait. Maintenant, je vais devoir changer. Je vais devoir prendre le médecin.
Huh? What?
What? What the?
C'est mort.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. Well,
Welcome back, Cap. How can I be of assistance? Take care. We'll be here, Captain. Or will we? Haha. Just a...
Bon, maintenant,
Said you docked 3 days ago?
c'est qu'il y a un moyen d'entrer. On fait des égouts.
Food poisoning is one of the leading causes of death in Halcyon. Not surprising when you see these places from the inside.
Je suis pas très doué pour l'infiltration. Quand j'ai pas le stuff pour.
All searching. Res-
What? What was that?
Take your best shot, asshole.
Terminating security search.
Pas un petit patch qui traîne quelque part?
Okay.
Unexpected. Performing
Here they come.
Search failed. Processing.
Incoming.
close for comfort.
Bon, je fais...
Quietly now.
Make him regret it.
je fais des chargements.
Resetting.
Ah voilà, j'ai un badge.
A busy worker is a happy worker. Sister for hearing cute security actions.
Stay down, miscreant. Wasted
What was
company ammo.
Just where do you think you're sneaking to? Whoa. Yeah, okay. That escalated real quick. And I'm just doing my duty, you know? But, maybe...
Process. Patrol mode. All sweeping the area.
Something's not right. Hey, I saw that. Just where do you think you're sneaking to? Unless your ma's on her deathbed. Oh.
Process 600.
soiled myself.
Whoa now. These are my private quarters, friend. Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just killing some time. I prefer to prepare my dinner. Apology considered. Intrusions. So,
I kinda liked it when it...
while I approve of your associate's call, let us move forward with the present proceedings. By sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick. You think to blackmail me? Try it. The king will grind you to bone spurs and... For true? You figure she will appreciate? However, I remain unconvinced she could provide the... I do admire a properly ruthless... If it will keep that sublight sow off... The king is interested. John Hancock me on the dotted line, friend. I will even give her a cut of the profits. Requiring she keeps it a fair and handsome... Tell Catherine she is permitted to dump the bodies each and every Tuesday. Precisely at 3 a.m.
Je sais pas si j'ai fait le bon choix. Bon, honnêtement, j'aurais pu tous les buter aussi. Ça aurait été encore plus simple.
You gotta teach me that. So, Vicar. Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
There are...
Ah ouais, j'ai déjà été ici. Là, c'est le fameux pont qu'on peut pas traverser. Je suppose. Ah non. Bon, je vais pas tarder, je finis cette quête et puis ce sera la fin de cette vidéo. Cet épisode.
You seen Arthur today?
Now there's a woman who knows what she...
How's Clive? I do hope you get...
Voir en lui faisant la proposition avec Clive.
How's... Oh, this... What does he mean to offer in exchange for his no... True enough, I got bodies piling up. But if I take the factory, I don't need Clive to dispense of my messes. Can appoint someone to handle it myself. Point taken. Good help is hard to come by. Plus, Clive doesn't seem the type to... Still, you're asking me to walk away from easy money. So are a lot of things in life. And your point is? All right. Reckon I owe you a finder's fee. Don't spend it all in one place. Unless it's here. Funny, you don't look like Nelson Mason. Funnier still, I wasn't aware of that dunderhead. Can't... Let me guess. It involved blood and guts and fur and...
Alors, je vais plutôt faire... je vais pas faire de compromis.
How's Clive? Fast, efficient, guessing your service. Still, this ought to compensate for your troubles. And take an aromatic. You stink like Sisty Pig. Funny, you don't look like Nelson Mason. Funnier still, I wasn't aware. That done... Let me guess. It involved blood and guts and fur in places that don't merit mention. Well, you got my begrudging gratitude for cleaning the mess. I take it you don't have a reservation. No matter. The VIP room's charged by the night. But for you, I'll make it a one-time fee. Got a feeling. Marvelous. Do take care of the place.
Et voilà. Des compétences en plus. Monter encore un peu le crochetage. Alors, Ellie, qu'est-ce qu'elle peut m'apporter?
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
That's not how the game
I say, all that screaming.
Bon, j'ai plus besoin du vicaire dans mon crew. Et ça, je crois que c'est un truc qu'on verra dans le prochain épisode. Là, je vais tout simplement sauvegarder. Et... Là, il va me falloir... Bah, je vais garder le heal. Et je vais remettre le dernier agent que j'ai recruté, j'ai oublié son nom. Je vais faire le syndicat du Crime. Alors, on va faire un syndicat du Crime. Bon, sur ce, je m'arrête là pour cette vidéo. Merci d'avoir regardé. Et à plus pour la suite. Ciao.